concept actually is part of, is a key part of the government's smallholder commercialization program, and it's based on the farmer field schools and the institutional capacity building of these small units and the aggregation into formal producer companies. But they are based really at the community level. So these are the units that are actually going to be doing the outreach to farmers, providing them with agricultural inputs, and also setting up a supply chain to market their outputs, and at the same time provide them with access to farm equipment, be it power tillers, be it tractors, be it milling machines and stuff like that, so that at least there's a central point where farmers come for information, and the ABCs will also be engaged in demonstrations, setting up basic see the difference concept. The ABCs are a kind of business model that the ministry has come up with, and it is a key part of the smallholder commercialization program. The ABCs, or the agricultural business centers as they are known, will be managed by a group of FPOs. These are farmer-based organizations built up from the farmer field school level. So each ABC has anything between 3 to 5 farmer-based organizations, to which will bring the total membership to between 100 and 150 farmers running a business center. The purpose of the business center is to aggregate demand and also help farmers to participate in collective marketing. So that way they're able to access inputs. They don't have to travel long distance to access inputs, and they can also collectively market their products. And there is a central processing unit as well, so that they process and the standards are actually adhered to. So you don't have different kinds of things happening at different levels and being aggregated at that level. So at least it will be one central point of processing where standardization, grading is done, packaging is done, and then the ABC will sell that product to the private sector, companies, WFP, which is also involved in the purchase for progress. But the main target is the local market for now. Probably after they are vast in the way they do things, they might be looking at the regional market. So it's all just a way of organizing farmers into groups so that they can be better organized to do business rather than on an individual basis. World Vision's model on which this is based is slightly different in the way that it was built up. World Vision built its own business model from the ground up, starting with farmer field schools, going through a series of training programs, a series of assessments, and then before they finally get to be a marketing organization. The marketing organization is more like a cooperative, but it is not a cooperative. What we have done is we have looked at the cooperative model. We have also looked at the corporate model. So we have worked with these two models and taken the best out of each. The cooperative model with its governance structure is great. It's more responsive to farmers' needs, but then the companies that we have helped them to set up are actually based on shares. So they are limited liability companies, limited by shares. So each farmer group of member of farmers have a share in the business, which gives a different perspective to farming, and they now see it as a business. It's something that they can hand down to their children. At least they have a certificate to say, well, I am part of this group, and because they're a legal group, they also have a business license. Now they're open for business. Initially, when investors come, they are hesitant to do business with, the basic community-based organization because of ownership and responsibilities as well. They're not sure who they are giving their money to, but with these units, they are sure that they are giving their monies to an accredited company, and that if there's something wrong, they know where to go to get a redress. They can take them to court, they can also take people to court, so that balances issues. And those are the things that you add to the cooperative model that actually strengthens it and gives it a different face. We looked at the producer companies in India as a basis for this, and we adapted that model. So they are both, how will we put it, more producer-driven as well as market-driven, because they assess the markets and they respond to the market. And there is the collective responsibility, and it also makes it easier for them to access money from banks because they're a company. They are not just a CBO or community-based organization. They are a full-fledged business unit. So they can do a proposal, a business plan, take it to the bank and get it funded. We're hoping, well, not hoping, let me put it the other way. I think we expect JALA to be a central, play a central role in all of this, because we want to have all of these trainings based in the institution. It's easier for them to manage than for World Vision to be bringing in consultants every time. So we are helping them to develop these programs, so we have them at home. It gives us control over the quality, and also because it builds into the national programs, it also helps with sustainability. We will train the farmers, and we train the extension people. JALA will train the extension people using the modules that are developed, and so they go out certified in a way. And since they're going to be part of the extension system, they are already prepared to deal with farmers, and dealing with farmers in a different way. Now they're going to be much stronger in business, they're going to be much stronger in agrochemicals. So the two combined, you have an extension worker who is better equipped to go out and deal with commercial agriculture. And that's what we need from JALA. And I think there are other areas that we're looking at. We're looking at post-harvest. We're looking at also training mechanics at the community level, from the grassroots right up, rather than from the top down. So that these guys are in the communities, they provide the service, they have a bit of training in business, they know how to approach it, and they use that training and skills. And then JALA is there to continuously provide this kind of support and upgrade, because every year they will do an assessment, look at what the trainees have used and have not used, and then they can come back and say, okay, why did they not use this piece? What happened? Is it the way we presented it? And then they can update that particular module and reapply. And again, reassess as market condition changes. They are there, so it's a more dynamic process rather than bringing in NGOs to continue to do this, the training. So this is what we expect them to do, bringing their research knowledge. They're going to help the farmers to set up demonstration plots using their research experience, but making it very basic so that farmers understand this practical thing of see the difference rather than the complex, experiments that they normally do. This is a simple see the difference kind of experiment, and that will help farmers to adopt improved technology. So that's what we envisage will happen.